Trump drops bombshell, catches Pelosi and Schultz giving Islamists U.S. security secrets. President Donald Trump is fully aware of the game Nancy Pelosi and Debbie Wasserman Schultz are playing when it comes to our national security. Pelosi and Wasserman Schultz are involved in a massive cover-up, along with the Muslim Brotherhood and other Islamists embedded in our government, to gain access to highly classified national security documents. Now, the president is taking action to expose the traitorous ring, and he's gunning for the House Minority Leader and the Florida Congresswoman. President Trump has dropped bombshell hints that he knows exactly why the Democratic National Committee refused to turn over their servers to the FBI. Remember back in July 2016, the DNC claimed they were hacked by Russians, but they denied any law enforcement agency access to examine their servers. What was so damning on those servers? Debbie Wasserman Schultz was chairman of the DNC, and we now know she employed the Awan brothers as IT techs with the highest classified security clearance. Imran Awan, the ringleader, was arrested while trying to flee the U.S., and we have just learned of a traitorous plot that ties Nancy Pelosi, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Muslim Congressman Andre Carson, and the Awan brothers together. The Awan brothers had access to the DNC servers, and Nancy Pelosi officially permitted them access to the 8 ranking Democratic members' computers who sat on the House Intel Committee. In a letter dated March 22, 2016, it states, "We request you include adequate funding to the House Office of the Sergeant-at-Arms to support top-secret sensitive compartmented information security, TS/SCI, clearance investigations for individual designees from each House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence members' personal staff." Who were the individual designees? The Awan brothers, of course. Front Page magazine points out, the signatories to the letter were Andre Carson, Luis Gutierrez, Jim Himes, Terry Sewell, Jackie Speier, Mike Quigley, Eric Swalwell, and Patrick Murphy. All the signatories were Democrats. Some had a history of attempting to undermine national security. 2 of them have been linked to an emerging security breach. The office of Andre Carson, the second Muslim in Congress, had employed Imran Awan, as did the offices of Jackie Speier and Debbie Wasserman Schultz, to whom the letter had been addressed. Letter to appropriate funds to pay the Awan brothers. If you don't know who Representative Andre Carson is, you're in for quite a shock. He's the congressman from Indiana with ties to radical Islamists. Islamists have funded Carson's career to the tune of tens of thousands of dollars. The Center for Security Policy has put together a dossier of Carson's connections to the Muslim Brotherhood. The Brotherhood is the parent organization of many key Islamic terror groups posing a threat to our national security, including Al-Qaeda and Hamas, reported Daniel Greenfield, a well-known expert on Muslim terrorism. Greenfield continued, Andre Carson shared the stage at a care banquet with Siraj Wahhaj, an unindicted co-conspirator in the World Trade Center bombing, who had once declared, "You don't get involved in politics because it's the American thing to do. You get involved in politics because politics are a weapon to use in the cause of Islam." So, why in the hell is this Andre Carson, who takes money from the Muslim Brotherhood, serving on the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence? He virtually has access to all of our top national security secrets. And then, you have Nancy Pelosi and Debbie Wasserman Schultz appointing the Awan brothers as Carson's IT techs. This is reading like a bad spy novel. No wonder Debbie Wasserman Schultz threatened the Capitol Police chief a few weeks ago after he seized her computers. What we didn't know was Nancy Pelosi's role in aiding the Awan brothers in gaining access to every Democrat's computer who sat on the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence. Nancy Pelosi has long been compromised mentally, and she's probably just a patsy, but Debbie Wasserman Schultz? It's looking like she knew full well what the Awan brothers were up to, sending the Muslim Brotherhood our classified national security secrets, as corroborated by Lieutenant Tony Shaffer. President Trump has been using his Twitter account, asking why the FBI never had access to the DNC servers. There is no doubt Trump has his trusted advisors putting the screws to the DOJ to investigate this. For now, we must be patient and trust in Trump. The wheels of justice grind very slowly, especially in the swamp. But there's no doubt, Trump is draining the swamp, and I pray these collaborators will answer for their crimes against the American people. Please share the story and tell us what you think by clicking one of the buttons below. We want to hear your voice. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe Breaking News 365 channel. Goodbye and see you again.